Hello, my friends. This is Amner Hunter from amnerhunters.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. This time around, I'm gonna check out and test a new amp simulator by Mr. Vadim Taranov by VTar Amps. This one, it's called Termless, and it has a fully functional free demo version that I'm gonna check out in this video. This one includes emulations of the Fortin Nameless, the Meshuggah amplifier, also some circuitry and algorithms by Vadim Taranov that makes a unique sound using the combination of both of these amps. In this video, I am gonna walk you through the features of this plugin, also talk about the limitations on this free version. I am gonna play through this amplifier to be able to know the different sonic possibilities, and of course I am gonna use it in a full mix with drums and bass to check out how it sounds as well. As usual, all of the applicable links are going to be down below in the description and first comments, and don't forget to check out the timestamps as well that I leave you down below. Before we dive deep into the content, I would like to invite you to my website amnerhunters.com, where you can get some additional freebies. I have some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, such as the guide on how to make more music in 30 to 60 minutes a day, the 8-step mixing checklist using only free plugins, and the #1 rule and law of home recording studios that you need to know. Additionally, I have some free tools available, such as a huge collection of guitar impulses, a drum sample pack for rock and metal sound, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog and this channel, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. So now let's get straight into the video, shall we? Let's talk about the limitations of this free demo version. The limitations, I think, that cannot stop you from creating awesome guitar sounds for recording and music production purposes. First of all, the stereo option, it's not enabled. There is no switch for stereo, right? You cannot make this amplifier to feed two guitars. You have to put one instance of this amplifier in the left guitar and one instance in the right guitar in case that you want to pan two guitars. Another limitation of this version is that the knobs, there are fixed positions, like here for instance, and here in the input, the movements are more precise. The last limitation on this free version, it's the high quality and low quality switch. You can use only the amp with the high quality option, which enables oversampling. It uses a little bit more CPU power than in low quality, but the advantage of high quality, it's the oversampling to avoid digital distortion, especially in high end. Let's move on here to the main controls. You have two channels, clean and drive. In the clean channel, you have the gain control, the master, the bass, mid, and treble. As any other amplifier, you know what they do. This channel, it's not based on a specific amplifier. It will give you very beautiful overdriven sounds, more like breakup sounds. Then let's move on to the drive section or the distortion section of the amplifier. We start here with girth, which is the low end before the amplifier. The grind, it's the high end before the amplifier. Very useful. I love to use a little bit of grind here on rhythm tones. You have the gain control, which is the amount of distortion, the master control for this channel, which is the volume, then the bass, middle, and treble, and the depth and presence controls will affect both of the channels, clean and drive. The upper part will give you options to affect also both of the channels. Here you can turn off and turn on the preamp section character of the amplifier. Here you can turn off and turn on the master or power amp part of the amplifier, which adds a little bit of character as well. You have the input and output of the general signal. I like to play a lot with the input. It's very fun. You can create very cool overdriven sounds if you decrease the input or add more gain if you increase the input, not necessarily in the gain control. Then we move on to the fuzz section of the amp. Brightness determines the brightness of the fuzz, and the fuzziness control, it's how much fuzz it's in the signal. You have the on and off switch for the fuzz, and you have two very cool controls additionally that will affect the whole amplifier. This is the fizz. It will add fizziness and upper frequencies to the sound. It sounds very musical. It doesn't sound harsh. And lastly, the dynamics knob, which will add dynamics to the high end part of the preamplifier sound. Very, very musical as well. I spoke with Vadim about this amplifier, and he specified that this amplifier is a combination of two amp sounds. First, the Fortin Nameless or the Meshuggah amplifier, which I believe it's discontinued, and the other amp or sound that is within this plugin, it's by Vadim himself. He created the other sound. He mentioned that it's like a combination of two amplifiers in one. It's great, it's amazing, outstanding, like every other amp by Vadim. To use this amp simulator, you would need a cap sim or impulse response loader, right? This amplifier doesn't come with cap simulator, so I am using the free plugin by Lancaster Audio Pulse, which is an impulse response loader. I am loading here an impulse from the package that I have on my website all the time. It's available for free. I will leave you the link down below as well. So I am not using any post-processing, any other plugins. The only thing that I'm using is a high-pass filter here and a low-pass filter within the impulse response loader. That's it. For the full mix, I am using a little bit of equalization and very little compression and limiting to bump up the loudness of this track that you're gonna listen. And of course, in the lead guitars, I am using a plugin to add reverb and delay, the Supermassive by Valhalla. That's it. That's the only thing that I am using because I always want to focus on the natural and most organic sound of the amplifier itself without being affected by any other types of plugins. Now let's take a listen to this amplifier in action. Please let me know down below in the comments what are your thoughts on this new amp sim by Vadim Taranov and VTar Amps. What are your thoughts on the sounds of the features? Are you excited to try it? I'll be very glad to read your comments about this. Before we go, I would like to invite you to my website one more time. I have some freebies for you, some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, also some free tools such as a huge collection of guitar impulses, a drum sample pack for rock and metal, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog and this channel, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon on the next one. All right? Take care.